I'm Ross Snyder, Associate Principal Horn of the Omaha Symphony, and I am also Professor of Horn at University of Nebraska, Omaha. And I am very pleased to help you all find a better sound on your instrument. Now, maybe you're not a beginner anymore. You have some familiarity with your instrument. You make a buzz, you know your fingerings, you somehow know how to sit with your instrument and band and not be too uncomfortable. You're holding your own. I'm here to get you past holding your own to being a superstar in your ensemble and saying all the great things in music that are just bubbling around up here, just bursting to get out and be heard by the wide, wide world. Let's get started. Now, a lot of beginners, myself included, we don't necessarily have the best hand position. For whatever reason, maybe I heard something from my teacher that I didn't quite interpret correctly, and then I just ran with it, and I was sort of getting the notes, and I didn't fix it for many years, and until another teacher helped me out. I've seen all manner of reasons why people have different hand positions. Let's solve this right now. Your hand is an extension of your instrument. This instrument doesn't just end here, it actually goes further. And I'm going to show why. Here's what your horn sounds like if you don't use your hand. Not bad. Sounds pretty good. I'm sort of getting a high C. And it's sort of in tune up to like a G, but after G, it gets really squirrely. And I don't want to be squirrely up there. The high notes, I get scared of high notes. I want to sound good on high notes. Now, with a proper hand position, where the hand is an extension of the horn, here's what those notes sound like. Wow. No problem at all. I could hold on to that high C, well, not all day, a little while. And I'm sure you guys, whatever your highest notes are right now, with a better hand position, you'll be able to hold on to those notes better too. Play them better in tune, play them with a better sound, match the rest of your ensemble better. Your band director's gonna love you. So here's that hand position. Now, how many of you use a Dixie Cup when you brush your teeth? Or some way of rinsing your mouth out that's not just your hand? Okay, I'm not you. I use my hand. Cup your hand like you're about to just rinse your mouth out after brushing. So for me, that means no holes between the fingers. It also means I'm relaxed. I don't scrunch my hand together going, I'm gonna get this water. I just simply relax, fill it with water, rinse. The same thing inside the bell. Just that nice, you see how my thumb knuckle is kind of brought back? And I stick the hand in as far as I can in the bell, relaxed. I don't bend my knuckles. See, it's almost flat there. I'm actually going to bend my wrist, like so. Here's that sound again, with proper hand position, no knuckle bending, and any bending happens at the wrist, not the knuckles. Some of you may have bend at the knuckles sound. That sounds like this. Some of you may have cup like this sound under the horn. That sounds like this. A little more trumpet-like, and it also gets unwieldy, squirrely, above your high G or so. So that's hand position. Next, we're going to talk about vowel. Have you all heard about vowel before when you're buzzing certain notes? Yes? No? Well, here's a reminder for those who have, and for those who haven't, this is new territory. It's taken me decades, not just years, to have a real better understanding of vowels and how to use them in my playing. So today, we can do it at like a basic beginner level, and as you get more advanced, you can really explore different vowels for different colors. It's really fun. At a basic level, when we play low notes, we want a nice open sound. The instrument needs to be bigger to play low notes, right? We learned that maybe in elementary school when we looked at pictures of flutes and we're like, that's the high note, that's the high instrument. And we looked at pictures of a string bass and they're like, they play big notes. So for low notes, we need a big sound, which means a big mouth. To get a big mouth, we need to use a deeper vowel. Oh, say this with me, like Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Feel your tongue inside your mouth while you say E-I-E-I-O. Where is your tongue for E? That's the shape of your tongue for E. I, E, I, O. And for O, your tongue is totally dropped. So here's what a sort of low note, like a middle C, sounds like with O. Here's what a middle C sounds like with E. Let's do that again. O, E. I bet you even recognize that sound. Either you have it, or maybe there's some people in your band who have that sound. It's okay. They'll figure it out on their own time too. We all have our things we have to figure out. Now, here's what a really low note sounds like with O. Here's what a really low note sounds like with E. Oh, it gets hard to get any sound out in your low range if you don't have the proper vowel. Maybe there are some of you who can't even play that low C yet. So practice with your vowels, and if you don't have a low C yet, keep practicing with those vowels and it'll come, I promise. Now, let's go with a higher note. How about just a C kind of towards the top of your G clef staff? Here's with O. Not very good control. And here's with E. A little bright. And also not very good control. Somewhere maybe in the middle then. Not O, not E, but maybe Let's try, and with a better sound than like I'm sick. Let's go like beautiful. I like that. Let's do those again. O, E, best yet. Now for your really high notes, E is going to work the best, not or O. Here's what O sounds like on a really high note. Not good. I'm thinking it sounds like Let's try E on a high note. Oh, I chipped the beginning of the note, but once I got it, nice and clear, beautiful sound. Here's on that high note. Almost a good sound, but it took me longer to find the pitch. O. Not good at all. Maybe the best player in your band or even in all of Omaha sounds like that on a high B flat, and E. Again, chip the note, but once I got the pitch, beautiful, clear, and you could hear that 6 houses away from me probably. So these two things, your hand position and what vowel you use, depending on how high or low you play. That's all I got today. We've got other pointers too for how to get a good sound on horn, and keep tuning in, or look me up, or look up a good horn player on the internet as well. Finally, to get a really good sound on a French horn, you need to know what a good sound is. Listen. When I was in high school, I listened to classical music on my radio or on CDs probably 5 hours a day. I fell asleep to classical music. Sometimes I woke up to classical music. I just listened to it all the time. And I wanted to make those sounds. Eventually, it didn't even matter if I wanted to make those sounds. Those sounds were just so much part of my day. Those were the only sounds that were in my brain. So listen, listen, listen to good music, and you will sound like that music eventually. Even if you don't on your horn, up here you do, and that's where it matters. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.